We are looking live at Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers, the best in the Midwest historically. This team welcomes in a newly crowned #1 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils, led by head coach A.D. Drunkfest and the boys will try to knock them off here tonight in Lincoln. I'm Hail State. Joining me in the booth is newly voted in league owner, Long Live the Sauce, a.k.a. Big Slime. Well, I don't know if how long he's going to keep that title. But Sauce, talk to me about this game we have here tonight.
Yeah, great matchup, like you said. Arizona State, #1 overall, newly crowned #1 this week. We got Nebraska #11. Nebraska coming off a 63-20 drumming of the Michigan State Spartans. Turf Tech really, we haven't heard from them since that. So Nebraska coming off a big win a couple hours ago, and at home field advantage. The Sun Devils, they're gonna have to lock in.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Brink also in the booth with us tonight, or is Brink a watcher? Brink's in the field. Okay, well, let's go down to Brink pregame. I know the big red crowd is making a lot of noise out there in Lincoln, as it is 52 degrees, overcast on the day, so some nice clouds for the lovely folks of Lincoln. But Brink, talk to me about the atmosphere right now as we see this game getting kicked off.
Well, the level of this game is not lost on fans faithful here in Lincoln. They are rabid, they are intense, and they are very much expecting a big Cornhusker victory here today. Whether they're disappointed or not, well, that's up to Coach Drunk and company.
All right, well, we will certainly see what happens on this first drive. As you can assure, the Big Red will back their boys, and Dylan Raiola leads his team out. He's in shotgun formation for the first snap from the offensive unit here today. Raiola checks the sideline. He's dropping back. Arizona State sends pressure. Quick throw to the tight end. First down and more. Gets down near the 50, down to the 43, and that's a good first play for Nebraska.
Yeah, starting off strong. That's going to be key. I did not see the previous game in Nebraska and Michigan State. If someone in here has, let me know. I'm not sure how that went down. Apparently, the Nebraska offense was not stopped one bit.
No, and there's the running back right there, Jamarion Parker, getting his first carry of the game. Nebraska puts up 63 on Sparty on the road in their last time out, and a drumming, like we said in the intro. So this offense is very lethal compared to the teams around. Raiola dropping back, looking, trying to find a man. He's going to keep scrambling with it. He's going to pass the line to gain. Well, actually, no, he ruled 2 yards short. Going to bring up third short. Yeah, Raiola, a guy that many people have compared to Patty Mahomes in his college days at Texas Tech, but we'll see if he can be clutch like Patrick here on 3rd and 2. Nebraska now over midfield, now sitting at the 49. Dropping back, quick throw to the tight end, and yet again another first down for the Cornhuskers. And I think this is kind of playing towards the advantage for Nebraska here is a long, drawn-out drive. I think you want to keep the Arizona State offense and all those weapons off the field as much as possible. So you're going to need to dominate time of possession. As another run up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's across the first down line. Now down to the 26 as we have an injured Sun Devil on the play.
Yeah, Arizona State defense very questionable coming into this. Question marks from them all season. That's what Nebraska's going to have to do. They're going to have to win the battle in the trenches.
We'll see what they come up with here on a fresh set of downs, down to the 26, getting closer and closer to the red zone. Raiola dropping back, looking. He's going to immediately scramble and have to fire it out of bounds. Good pressure there from that right edge as we see Clayton Smith, the senior edge rusher, will be returning to the game soon. Just a little foot contusion there. So on 2nd down, we'll see what Nebraska opts for. You would think it'd be a run or something short to make it 3rd manageable. So we'll see what they draw up here with 3 receivers bunched up outright. Three receivers bunched up outright, one to the left. Rayola dropping back. He's dropping back a long way back there, but he gets the throw over the middle. It will be a gain of 5. Dane Key, second catch of the drive, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, big time drop back there. Got 5. I mean, he threw it about 15 yards to get the 5, but again, I think it's 4th down territory here. 3rd and 5 is manageable. If you don't get it, I think go for it.
We'll see. They line up in 5 wide. See what we got here. Making some checks. Changes the play. Rayola. Quick out route that time. Arizona State was ready for it. They get down close to the line, and now it's 4th and 1.
It's a hard angle for a field goal here.
Yeah, I think you go
home
for this. Yeah, honestly, I think you go for this here. If you are Nebraska,
4th and 1.
But expect some pressure here from the Sun Devils. See what they have on 4th and 1 in bunch formation. Rayola gonna hand off. Can he get the first down? He does. And he fumbles the football. Arizona State's on it at the 3-yard line. The hit jarred the ball loose, and a terrible mistake for Nebraska to end their opening drive.
What a play by the defense, just punched it out of his hands. On a 4th and 1, gets the first down. Oh, wow, he's at the 3. Then he fumbles.
Now see what Nebraska tries to do. You definitely like to see a safety. Udo on his first handoff going to lose a yard. And yeah, Arizona State's got to be careful here. You got to get some space between you and this goal line. See, they line up in shotgun formation this time. We'll see what the Sam Levitt-led unit comes up with now. This crowd is loud. I believe they're backed up towards the Nebraska student section.
Nice
Quick out route. First down. There's the space they needed.
Yeah, you're going to see this from Arizona State. 5 wide. You're going to see a lot of 5 wide. Then you're going to see them get into some running formations, but expect to see the spread here.
I know that out route all too well from my bout with the Sun Devils earlier in the year. Throw the running back out of the backfield, and he'll be pushed down for a gain of 4.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Yeah, you really, I mean, if you're Nebraska on defense, you're just really trying anything to slow down this passing offense.
Dropping back, looking to crosser, and a good play by that DB from behind Tyson there. Knocks it away, and now a 3rd and 6 here for the Sun Devils. Let's see if Nebraska can get the defense off the field.
I think it's 4 down territory here.
Sauce is always a man that likes to roll the dice with his offensive play calling. Let's see what they have. 3rd and 6. Throw to the tight end. Ooh. He fights for the extra yardage, and they rule him over the marker. First down for Mateer, and first down Arizona State.
Yeah, big play. He just wanted it more right there at the first down marker.
Fresh set of downs for the Sun Devils. They'll try to stretch out left again. Udo, yet again, Nebraska does a good job containing the edge, and he only gets a gain of 1. That's actually Raleek Brown on the carry.
Was that a single back stretch play?
I think so. We all know that was his bread and butter last season. Coach AD in Penn State ran that play very effectively. Crowd coming now. Crosser to Tyson. Just no one in the area code. And another first down. They'll opt to go hurry up here. Try to catch Nebraska in a look that they don't like. Levitt. Nebraska stacked their line in one direction. Fake motion for 12. The crowd is roaring, and they are taking an effect on Levitt's ability to hear. Quick little zig to Tyson again.
Oh, he
breaks a tackle before being pulled down at the 46. That's Jalen Moss, actually, the other very big receiving threat for Arizona State. 2nd and 5. Another bunch formation. He's going to have a look over the middle.
Ooh.
A beautiful ball by Levitt, and a first down to the 35.
I mean, we're just seeing passing spectacle on display here early on.
And now another power eye look. Nebraska shifted to the right. They ran to the left. And he breaks a tackle. Can he get brought down inside the 10 at the 9?
Yeah, overcommit from the D-line, the linebackers, everybody onto the strong side there.
That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Score still 0-0. The Sun Devils are threatening here on the first offensive possession. Brink, what was the stadium's reaction as the ball slipped out at the 3-yard line there?
Shock, actually. It took a lot of the wind out of this crowd. I'm actually just talking to some of the students from the fraternity Kappa Gamma, and between their drunken slurred speeches, they were not happy with the ball carrier.
Yeah, so Udo's first carry, the star running back, he'll get a gain about 6. There's another injured Sun Devil on the play. I believe that's a receiver, no, a tight end down on the play there, holding his hand. Might have got caught up in that tackle. Well, I think I know what's coming right here. It will indeed be the stretch play. Going to do a good job at containing the edge, though. He still fights forward. Now we see an injured Cornhusker down on the play. So on 3rd and goal, what will Arizona State go to now?
Yeah, we're just going to glaze over the fact that Brink's down there with the Kappa Gamma co-eds.
Yeah. Shout out Kappa Gamma, right? They're going to stick with the I formation. And Udo picks up a block, and he takes a hard spear into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they have struck first.
Yeah, just a dominant drive there from the Arizona State offense. That's what you're going to get. Great offense from Arizona State. Defense, very suspect. They bend. They didn't break fully, but you got to think that they got to clean something up for this next drive.
Yeah, well, Arizona State does play with the advantage of getting that ball back at the start of the second half. So Nebraska kind of needs another long drive. They actually got to put some points on the board at the end of this one. We'll see what Rayola does to start off this drive.
Rayola played his high school ball in Georgia.
Sure did. Rayola blitz is coming. Quick throw. The tight end catches it and breaks the tackle. He's fighting for some extra yards, and they'll rule him past the marker for a first down.
Making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys.
That's just corn-fed right there.
Everybody allows you to continue to spread the ball.
See Rayola in shotgun. Hands it off to the running back. Runs directly into a defensive lineman. Jamarion Parker gets a gain of 1, though.
Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
So Rayola will. Now he'll drop back to throw. Looking. Everything's covered. Dangerous throw. But it falls to the grass. Intended for Barney Jr. And it's 3rd and long now for Nebraska.
I mean, he's very lucky that wasn't picked. I mean, just a step faster, and that's going the other way. Uh-oh.
He'll drop back on 3rd and 9. Had a look, and he throws the contested route to the tight end. Jordan Crook knocks it down. And with plenty of time left on this clock, will we see Nebraska's punt team come out? I don't think we will.
I think you got to go for it here. It's within range, I'd say. 9 yards, actually.
You know, this has the potential to get ugly if Nebraska cannot pick up this first down.
The Cornhuskers will come to the line here looking to convert.
But they'll look on a 5-wide look of their own. Rayola dropping back. Has some good protection. The slant route. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Arizona State takes over on downs.
Yeah, just not a good throw there from the quarterback. He did not lead his receiver, and he had to kind of stop and jump for it. Well, but short of the first down, regardless if he caught it.
A bad throw by Rayola leads to Arizona State getting this ball in great field position at the 36. Levitt dropping back. He'll go to the slant over the heads of the Nebraska safety and into the hands of Hamilton for another score. Arizona State has taken a multiple score lead here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, just textbook from Arizona State. That seam route, that's something you're going to have to look for from this team. It's going to be there.
So now that brings the gap up to 14-0. So Nebraska really needs an answer here. They've got to get something going here.
Wow, what a it's a 180.
Yeah, I mean, the Cornhusker faithful, you know, College Game Day was in town. Pat McAfee was taking his shirt off and rubbing corn all over his body in the pregame festivities. The kid made the kick to win the $100,000 or whatever he was given. He takes a hard hit over the middle, a little hospital ball, if you will, bring up second down. But yeah, ever since the kickoff, or really ever since the fumble at the 3, you just heard the life kind of being sucked out of this crowd. I'll let Brink talk on that more here in a second as he is down on the field. No doubtly, I don't know if he's still with the Sugma boys or whatever they were. As they get a man in motion, dropping back. Oh, he was with the women's fraternity. That's news to me.
That's a woman's
Kappa Sig is a fraternity.
It's a real fraternity here.
No, you said Kappa Gamma Gamma?
There are Kappa Sigs. There are Kappa Sigs in Starkville. So
Kappa Gamma.
Kappa Gamma. And shout out to the Kappa Gammas of the world, and now it's getting ugly. Nebraska has not gained a yard, and they will have to punt.
They're very hospitable.
But he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Well, this one will be booted away. Looks like Arizona State, the returner, got tripped up there. Nevertheless, good field position to start this one.
Yeah, they're looking to put the shocker on him.
The shocker. Oh, okay.
No, listen. I was with some Arizona State fans at the Peach Bowl in the suite. They said their hand gesture, that's the shocker.
Yeah. Quick out route there for a gain of 6. It's just Moss, and that's just kind of one of those unguardable things in man coverage that is just going to happen if you line up in man a little bit too much. Arizona State's going to pick you apart with that out route and the zigs and all that.
Yeah, you really have to just, it's a check. Oh, wow.
He's got the seam again. Another good ball by Levitt. Jalen Moss and Arizona State's inside the 10 once again.
I just don't know how you stop this offense. I don't.
And we are getting a pause from the Arizona State head coach. I believe correct me if I'm wrong. Well, actually, I know I'm wrong. What pick was AD in the lottery?
4th.
For the team selection. 4th. So 2 top 5 teams. This was the first overall selection. Was Drunk Fest, who went with Nebraska, and Arizona State quick off the board behind them. And direct snap at the Wild Devil. Sounds like something your grandmama would warn you about while you're sitting in the pews of an old Baptist church.
Yeah, that's what happens when it's raining when the sun's shining.
They will run it again. Good blocks. Touchdown, Arizona State. Raleek Brown's in the end zone, putting the shockers up.
Yeah, back to the, for a refresher, if anybody wants to know, Nebraska, the first overall pick, Drunk Fest, South Carolina for myself. 3rd was Minnesota by Butters, hometown team. And then 4th, I want to say, was Arizona State.
Arizona State. So the Midwest was a very popular region.
I think that Minnesota's an anomaly. It's an outlier.
Yeah, well then, I think to another coach. I think of the Iowa head coach. You know, he's loving it down there, over there in the I forgot the name of their stadium, but I know Des Moines.
They got corn in Iowa too.
They do got corn in Iowa, and they have a
better from Iowa.
They're gonna see this Nebraska team later on. Nebraska right now though got their absolute to their eyeballs in the deep water.
Yeah. Rayola on second and 6. That's a wrong read, Mr. Rayola. He's going to take it to the house, and Arizona State opens up the lead even more. Keith Abney II on the pick 6, and this lead's going to be 27-28 if he can boot this through the uprights, which he will, and we have not reached the 2-minute warning.
Hey, the defense is ever since that fumble, it's been a different game for that defense of the Sun Devils. I just don't know how you're gonna stop the offense. Hell State, what was it like when you faced them?
Well, I mean, the first half was really good.
Yep.
We just
I think we saw that one live too.
Yeah, I think so. For your viewing displeasure, if y'all want to go back and watch that one. If y'all do decide to go back and watch that one as it was lurked all the way. Yeah, if you do decide to go back and watch that one, I'll just spare you the details. You can click off at about 15, 20, 25 minutes into the stream. There's nothing else worth seeing in there. But we talked a lot about the big three at the start of the season and maybe them dissolving, and two of them currently sit in the top 5. I don't know where TCU sits.
22.
Okay.
They did start low to begin with. Oh wow.
Oh, this is a good cross-body throw by Rayola, and Nebraska gets it across the 50.
Well, at least for Carolina, they started, I think, 12th, so lost to start out and then winning out, and then other guys losing, of course.
Yeah, Carolina was involved in a bit of a controversy there. They had a game against who again?
Hey, maybe Brink can tell it. He was there.
Was he against what team was he? The guy that quit the league after playing Big Slime. Kentucky user. Well, they know how to quit something down there in Big Blue Nation. I know that for a fact.
We had a great game actually. Solid game, great opponent. It came down, 35-28 touchdown difference. I ran for 350 yards and he didn't like it.
Well, don't run inside zone unless you're a homosexual. That's the thing I got from that. And then he also South Carolina took on Vanderbilt, I believe. I think one of my main enemies on the recruiting trail this year has the crossing route, and Nebraska's within striking distance, inside goal to go now at the 6.
How is the recruiting trail going?
It's going good. We signed 2 running backs, 2 4-star running backs who are really going to be the future of the running game here at Mississippi State. I'm really excited about the kids one from Tupelo, Mississippi, and one from Alabaster, Alabama, and the yin and yang, if you will, that we're going to be able to build up. And
there you go. We got it. Yeah. Hey, how about that? I just lost my number 1 recruit to the Georgia Bulldogs. So the CPU, they just got more coin right now.
More coin, sadly, but we might see some changes to the Bulldog recruiting board after this game. Tight end gets a gain of about 3, bring up 3rd down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now.
Now Rayola dropping back. He goes to the tight end. It's hit down incomplete.
What was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance
Obvious.
to put points up on the board. You can't just
Obvious situation to go for it.
into coverage like this.
So on 4th and goal.
Call to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You think?
I hope that was a chair, by the way.
I don't know. Yeah, it was. I think that the wow, that I'm positive. Thank you, Mr. Voice in my head.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Touchdown, Nebraska. Harburg. He's grittying, having a good time. The brothers of Kappa Ligma Sugma are. Oh. Well, Kappa Ligma Sugma's happy they get something to celebrate going in the locker room.
Kappa Gamma. Two of the names are the same.
Okay.
I just know Kappa Gamma is a sorority.
Well, Nebraska is.
Okay.
How much research went into this?
I looked up the top ranked fraternities in Nebraska, and that's number 3.
Oh, you went with number 3. Wow.
Well, number 1 is Kappa Alpha Theta, but they're a little stuck up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, no one likes the winner.
And the wideout goes in motion.
No one likes a winner. Very true. Let's see what Arizona State can do with 32 seconds. Sam Levitt, and that's just bullying, really. Another out route, or a zig rather.
Arizona State looking to get points here. They are not in the business of slowing down.
Oh, trust me, I know all about that.
E85.
To give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh,
Down the sideline, caught. Pushed out of bounds at the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes
Malik
So
McLean.
the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. And looking to throw now on first down.
Dropping back.
It's an out
Flood route, tight end. He gets out of bounds with 18 seconds left. Arizona State already down to the 19.
showing us the arm strength. And the Sun Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Gotta find an answer.
Here comes a throw from the red
Levitt dropping back, looking over the middle.
he breaks the
Caught!
tackle.
Hangs on, fighting, and down to the 1.
look at the strength from that receiver.
The offense will quickly spin.
You know, it reminds me of a young Antonio Brown.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half.
Great receiver.
Chance for just a couple more plays.
Down in the I formation now.
I mean, look at the gap right here over center. Like, there's no one on him.
Keep it on the
Well, they will opt to run the stretch play. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Oh, look at him.
Bringing the boom.
Only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beat down to be remembered.
Yeah, the Huskers are, they're feeling what the Spartans felt a few hours ago.
Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7.
35-7 your score. 10 seconds before halftime. Sun Devils putting it on the Cornhuskers at the moment.
They start the drive here, looking to make something
Will Nebraska have something, or will they just opt to take it to half?
Throws it to the right.
They got time and timeouts.
Timeout is called.
Well, Hendrick Harburg, the tight end, his 7th catch of the game already.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man.
Raiola drops back. He'll go to Harburg again. He's got some space. Can he win the foot race? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Nebraska.
What a morale boost right now going into halftime. Yeah, you're down by 3 touchdowns, but it's still within range to come back.
At halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
Now they get set now to try the PAT.
The extra point will go sailing through the uprights. 35-14 as we enter halftime. Certainly not the effort the Cornhusker faithful would want, but they've got something to hang their hat on with that last touchdown. But they will have to boot this ball back to the Sun Devils as we get ready to start the second half. What are the brothers in the student section saying, and did you talk to the coaches at all, Brinkerhoff, going in the locker room?
No, the coaches don't really want to talk on the Nebraska sideline right now. They're a little busy figuring things out. But we did talk to Kappa Sigma, the fraternity guys. They're going to throw a party here, and they're going to have a bonfire burning Arizona State memorabilia. So look for that. For that big billow of smoke from somewhere on campus.
Well, good for them. This is the gain of 8 to Tyson starts off the half.
I'll save my opinion for the for those boys.
The opinion. And stretch play to Udo. He will break a tackle, get down across midfield. I do want to highlight one of the scores that just went across your ticker down there at home. Southern Miss taking down Georgia Southern 31-19. You know, do you think that there's ever a timeline where we'll see Sauce back on the sideline of the Eagles? Anybody?
If I, you know, just force win them every game, eventually maybe I will.
To have power.
Don't frick with the lead.
Open field.
Udo is open field, and he will not be caught. Touchdown, Arizona State.
But what do you do? As a defense, who do you key on this Arizona State offense? You just can't.
Yeah, I think that the truth be told, I think we should have added a contract clause into the team selection constitution that says you can't pick a team if they were in the playoffs last year. But you know, that's just a me opinion.
I think that's just the byproduct of a weak Big 12.
Okay.
I mean, who's in the Big 12? Like in real life, realistically.
You got well, you got the number 3 team in here right now, the Kansas State Wildcats.
No, I'm saying in real life, realistically.
I mean, Texas Tech just spent like $40 million on their team.
Yeah. Unproven.
You got BYU, the Cougs.
Stop it.
Produced some good NFL talent, such as the mother slayer himself, Mr. Zach Wilson.
Oh, he's about to get hit. I think the Big 12 is as weak as it's ever been.
TCU made the national championship game a couple years ago.
Yeah. But again, realistically, I just think the Big 12, I mean, Arizona State is your best team, and that's not like a knock to them or anybody. I'm just saying after that, it's kind of, you know, Texas Tech, it's to be proven. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Triple coverage.
You know, sometimes that's a catch, though, for a receiver, so you got to try it. More times than not in this one.
I don't know about more times than not, but...
And he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw.
Cross over the middle. He's got it.
He whiffed on that pick. Or he just wasn't quite in position.
You know, Heinrich Harburg is going to have a great highlight tape after this game to show the grandkids. You know. So, shouts out to him.
Ooh.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you
Sauce, the tight end that has been on Nebraska. It's been their main source of offense.
Out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Not ringing a bell, I guess.
Screenplay. There you go.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost
I don't know.
waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Raiola. There's Heinberg making another big catch.
Really good job here of converting.
I wasn't quite sure he caught that.
Down inside the 5, now to the 4.
Big hole to climb out of. They've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they get a real shot to cut into this lead.
You know, it's just for pride at this point. I mean, it's going to be a long road to come back, but, you know, I've seen things happen. It is possible, but I just don't. How are you going to stop the offense of the Sun Devils?
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, first you got to punch it in, and that's no easy task.
Let's think back to the fumble on the original drive. If they score there, are we looking at a different game?
I think eventually you wouldn't. What a grab, Tutty, Nebraska. What a grab by Hunter there.
Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver
Is that the tight end?
makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned. Catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No, that was the receiver.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Well, I booted back down Arizona State with 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
25, no return attempted there.
I just got off the sideline with Coach Jarvis. He wanted to let everybody know that off campus there's a party. He's inviting all of the Nebraska coaches and players to come after Will. They'd love to get together. They want to thank them for the hospitality and letting Nebraska come their home for a week. They're calling it Drunk Fest, as a matter of fact. So,
Oh, wow.
won't be any signs or official invitations, but Drunk Fest at the Arizona Hotel.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver
Arizona State Hotel.
you got a chance to make a very
Huh.
successful play.
I mean, Coach Jarvis has been known as the type of guy to just know how to party. As the slot receiver is going to break free, and he will score if he doesn't get run over by the referee. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I mean, this is looking exactly like
Great teams do. Things are getting
Nebraska, Michigan State.
They go right down the field in just a few plays to put this game right
Will we see 60?
Sort of.
Will we see 30?
We see 80.
So after putting up the touchdown at kickoff,
I don't know.
That's actually kind of.
But, yeah, like I was saying, Coach Jarvis has been known as the type of guy to throw a party. And I knew that the second that he announced he'd be taking his talents to Arizona State for this season, there was going to be some partying. Arizona State obviously has a reputation as one of the biggest party schools in the country. If you know, you know.
Just a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
takes the handoff and he'll head left. Goes back.
There might be more than one thing that's beautiful about it, depending on who you ask.
You know, just great facilities, great campus, just great people.
Great people.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Rolling, Raiola. He's just gonna fire a bomb. It's knocked away by Mr. Miles Rouser. Who's probably not very happy. Driving back the crosser. He will get the first down. That's dang key. It's for the 5th catch of the game.
Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need
Raiola dropping back. He'll throw quickly. And he'll get it over the 50, Jamarion Parker. The clock will continue to run. Raiola drops back. He'll throw the crossing route to Key again. He'll get out of bounds at 27.
What a baller.
The offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that.
You gotta wonder, is the transfer portal in his future?
His teammates have helped him out today.
I mean, you never know. We'll look at Nebraska's outlook on the season as well as Arizona State's after this game and the post-game show. But I mean, this is his second loss. This will push you down the polls a little bit, but at the end of the day, you are playing the #1 team, so I don't think it'll hurt them too badly, especially with this being non-conference. Still have an end to the Big Ten title game if they can win out. Quick throw, caught. Now 13. But obviously, you know, Nebraska got to get through that Iowa game, right? It's going to be a tough one. The playing for the, I think it's the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy, or that might be between Minnesota and Iowa.
You think so?
I don't know. This conference has way too many trophy games.
But honestly, like, they really do. I mean, you know, there's no knock on rivalries, but you're 3 states over. What are we talking about?
I can actually look that up as we get into the fourth quarter. Hold your fours up, everybody. I don't think a lot of fours are actually going to be held up in the stadium. The trophy, I was wrong. It is the... Oh, what is this? The Heroes game. And the Heroes Trophy.
Oh, this is going the other way.
That is going the other way. Second turnover inside
is he
the
gonna
5
get hawked?
for Nebraska today. And he will return it to inside his own 10-yard line. But yeah, they play for the Heroes Trophy. The game is traditionally held on Black Friday. The more you know.
No, I've never seen that game in my life.
Well, they play for a I'll give it to them. It's a pretty nice looking trophy. I mean, there's
were they ever rivals
features
before
about it.
Nebraska's in the Big Ten? I don't think so, right?
I don't think
it's
they played
artificial,
for.
Right?
They didn't play for the trophy until.
I mean, I know they're neighboring states, but they've never had like. I don't know. I guess it is the corn though. Why do they call it the Corn Bowl? What are we talking about?
They didn't. Yeah, they did not start playing for the trophy until 2011, which is when Nebraska joined the conference.
Ooh. There's no such thing in Nebraska.
Debatable.
Well, I mean, this was a non-conference rivalry that they played occasionally. I mean, they had like home and home series once every decade or so.
Goal, good. Get some work.
The one game I am looking forward to seeing is the Arizona State rivalry, which is known as the Duel in the Desert, and they play for the Territorial Cup, which is actually the oldest trophy in college football. It's been around since 1899, and it took a break because they tried. Well, this record is kind of Mickey because it's actually the Egg Bowl trophy, but this trophy was invented in 1899, but then they didn't play for it again until 2001.
What?
So the trophy took an almost 100-year hiatus.
Wait, who is this?
Arizona State. Because they tried different trophies. They had the big game trophy from 79 to 97.
Oh, what a move.
And then they had the Saguaro trophy from 98 to 2000.
They couldn't decide on a trophy?
I guess not. So yeah, the Egg Bowl is the longest continuously played for trophy in college football, but technically the Territorial Cup is the oldest trophy that is still played for. So, little fun fact.
Why is it called the Egg Bowl? I don't think everybody's clear on that.
Yeah,
Let the fans
so
know.
we can get a little history lesson. For those of you that don't know, in 1911, between Ole Miss and Mississippi State, Ole Miss got their first win in the series history after losing 10 previous times to Mississippi State. Good times. And they stormed the field in Starkville, and Mississippi State fans promptly responded by taking their chairs that they were sitting in and going out onto the field and assaulting the Ole Miss fans that had entered the field. So, good on those soldiers for defending our homeland against those rebel scum. And then the two student associations got together, and they thought that maybe a way to, kind of calm the violence and the beatings and all that was to give them something to play for. So a trophy was molded out of gold, and it was made to look like a football. However, a newspaper article dubbed it more shaped like a golden egg. So therefore, the golden egg name was born, as Nebraska's going to go into the end zone. Yeah, that's how the golden egg got its name.
Wow.
And the Egg Bowl
know.
is now the most important relic in the state of Mississippi.
Okay. That makes sense.
So Nebraska will opt to go for 2 here. It's an interesting history lesson into rivalry trophies. Oh, that was a little strange. Didn't go in, actually. But I was going to say Nebraska actually is part of one of my favorite trophies ever. It's the $5 Broken Bits of Chair trophy. And it is literally a broken chair molded on top of a trophy plaque that is given to the winner of the Nebraska-Minnesota game. And the story behind it is hilarious, and I don't have enough time to tell it on here. So if you're interested, go look it up. It's a good read. Great story. Actually, really good cause too, because there's some money raised for charities between the two schools every year. So it's a good thing and a good cause and a really funny trophy. But I guess you have to do that when you're in the Big Ten and you run out of ideas. Will they get a snap off? A warning. No, they will get a snap off. This is his last attempt.
Throw.
Yeah, last throw, if you will. Now, here's the dilemma. What do you do if you're Arizona State? I mean, you're now in goal to go. So, do you try to kneel it out? Are you going to run a play?
I mean, this is kind of. You could run it out or take the knee. I'd probably take the knee personally. Maybe run a play and take a knee, but I just I don't want to hurt anybody now.
You don't.
As he gets driven back 5 yards.
Marquess Buford in on the stop.
The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Clock will be run down. Stretch out to the left again. Udo.
Big hit.
Back
He's been carrying the rock a lot. Yeah, not exactly what I expected from these two.
As Sonny the Sun Devil is doing cartwheels. Tackle made at the 10, and I think we're just gonna.
Nebraska called a timeout. He wants the ball back.
Well, I think you all know what time it is now.
We field goal. That's fair.
You're gonna take a field goal here.
Get some kicker work.
This is not an easy kick by any means.
Not a terrible decision from Nebraska. I mean, 3 points, who cares at this point? Maybe you want to try some things with offense. We have the opportunity.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25.
Whew. Let's see what Nebraska can do with 27 seconds.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Raiola.
Oh my God, man, picked off.
Knocked down incomplete. Oh, yeah.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge
Any
They're not going to have
any thoughts here as we wrap it up before we go down to the head coaches?
You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that
not
things
really.
can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Kind of. I'm sure that Nebraska fans are happy to see this one come to an end. This is going to be a performance that they're going to want to forget.
The Coors Extra Golden is a flowing down here.
Yeah. I think we can ask Coach Jarvis about his party that he plans on throwing.
On this quarterback there, almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions.
Nebraska will go for this.
There's the snap. Looking to throw.
Raiola dropping back, crossing over the middle, will not get the first down. And I don't know why the announcers are saying a crucial stop by the defense. And the last play of the game, Arizona State puts up some fireworks, puts 55 on the board in Lincoln, and Nebraska's left wondering what happened. Let's go to the post-game interviews. First off with the fan favorite of Coach Jarvis. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Slow start. Well, not really a slow start there on the first drive. Your defense kind of struggled till you got that turnover. Tell me how big that was for the momentum shift that led to the floodgates opening on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, it was huge, man. You know, the crowd, they came out, they were rocking. We knew it was going to be a tough game going to Nebraska. You know, road games on this game are pretty difficult. So, you know, we hit him with the old hit stick down there, man. We hit him with the hit stick, and, you know, we got lucky, popped the ball out, and, you know, got a little bit of momentum going. Made a couple of adjustments in the second quarter, and I'm looking at it, man, the second quarter is where it kind of, you know, it was a nothing game after the first quarter, but, you know, that second quarter, there was fireworks. So, yeah, man, we're happy with the way we played tonight.
All right. Sauce, Brink, what do we got?
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Sorry. But I just remember you saying before the game that you were worried your defense was not up to par for such a challenge here in Lincoln, Nebraska. But clearly, you know, they, especially early on, did a very good job at keeping Nebraska's offense under wraps.
Oh, well, thank you, Brink. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, there's...
What do you think you did that changed it?
It was scheme, man. You know, I'm not going to reveal. I mean, I'm sure if you watch the film, you'll probably see it, but, you know, I'm not going to reveal for any potential future matchups. But, you know, I had a little something that was working, but then he started hitting me with the seam routes, gave me a taste of my own medicine. So, you know, we're going to have to work on that this week in practice. But, yeah, man, the defense played their heart out. Not as much team speed as I want out there, but, you know, we're working to address that on the recruiting trail. So, yeah, we'll see if we can bring some guys in here.
Yeah, thanks for all your efforts on the recruiting trail. Thank you.
Hey, all's fair in love and recruiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, AD, great win tonight. How are you feeling after seeing the Nebraska team put up 60 on Michigan State?
I'd say, man, it was a little worrisome, not going to lie. You know, Dylan Raiola, former Georgia commit, you know, he was kind of a traitor. He left, went to Nebraska. So, you know, that's 63 points is a lot of points, man. So going into Nebraska, I was a little nervous about this one, man. Drunk's a good player. We've had some good games over the past few seasons, so definitely a big time win for us.
Yeah, for sure. And how do you feel about the rest of the season?
I feel good about it, man. I think we got a really big matchup against Coach Beatty and Texas Tech. Shout out Coach Beatty if you're watching right now. Shout out Red Raider Nation. I think that's a home game for us, so we're going to welcome him into Tempe. And, man, just going to try to win the Big 12, get into the playoffs, and, see what happens from there. I know we got some new guys in the league that are really good, so it should be an exciting stretch run. No pun intended.
All right, yes. So the last question before we flip it over to Drunk Fest is actually about this Drunk Fest that reportedly is taking place post game. The parties in Arizona State are something to be. I'm searching for the word. Very notable. So, can those who are attending this Drunk Fest expect the same energy that they would get in Tempe?
Hey, let me just tell you this, Hell State. Ain't no party like a Jarvis Sleeves party.
Oh, gosh.
We'll be there. Everybody's invited. Whole league's invited. We'll be there. Come out. We're going to celebrate tonight.
He took his hog out and put it on the table, didn't he?
Darn right he did.
Okay. Now we're still streaming. So a little voice in my head keeps acting up. Let's go to Nebraska, Mr. Coach Drunk Fest. Tough outing out there today, and I'll kind of ask you the same thing that I asked Coach Jarvis. How big was that fumble down there at the 3-yard line on the first drive of the game?
Oh, it changed the whole momentum because you got to look at what my scheme was. First drive was going to be big. Like he said, it was 0-0 first quarter. And then it just floodgates open. Like I said, I need to recruit. I had 3 or 4 on my recruit board. Corners could not cover the seam route. Didn't want to play the out route. And they just walked up the field on me. So, definitely got to work defense or whatever. Offense is, I know, too stupid there. Offense is fine, obviously, but you got to win out. Big Ten title, get the playoffs.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yes. Coming off the 60-pointer versus Michigan State, what does this do to the locker room? How do you get them focused for next week and the rest of the season?
I got a bye week. Raul got killed on a couple of them, so at least he can heal up. And then played 6 straight. You got to win them all. So got to figure something out. Couldn't figure him out on defense, so we got to work on that. But like I said, offense is fine. First drive, that probably you can't give up drives like that against him.
All right, Brent, do you have a question?
Yeah, actually, Coach Drunkfest, the people want to know, after hearing your reports, is Iowa corn actually better?
No.
Okay.
Is there a user in this? Is Iowa a user in this?
Yes, you get
Mad Dog.
the ever explosive user of Mad Dog.
Is that a rivalry like trophy? I thought it was. I heard you.
Apparently so. Yeah.
I
It is.
I knew a lot of them, but I did not know that.
Artificial rivalry.
Wow, Hallmark card.
All over some corn.
Okay. Well, if no one else has any questions,
Wrap it up.
that will do it for this edition of Game of the Week.
Hell no.
No Drunk Fest for head coach of Nebraska. Well, it'll be a solemn night here in Big Red Town. Arizona State dominates with a win. We'll see you guys next time on the GTR YouTube channel.